have some great newspapers in the studio. We have to start with a finder. It says Palace coup in MPP. You have a picture there of the chairman of the party, Paula Foko, and also the General Secretary, Kwabena Agyapong, facing constitutional challenges. Accra to host World Summit of Mayors, suspend all new taxes, government told. And those are the stories we have on the front page. The second paper we're looking at is the Business Day. Tough times for microfinance companies as minimum requirement hits 2 million Ghana cedis, or dollars, so to speak. HFC to take banking industry by storm, and you have other capital market figures on the back page. Suleiman Tari is there, has not apologized, says the GFA. According to the media, though, he seemed to have apologized, and so we don't know who is saying what. Suleiman Tari, very handsome guy. Ayew rules out move to rival French club, and he was emotional over the weekend because he didn't play though, but appeared at the stadium for the last game as Marseille also rounded off their Ligue 1 campaign for the season. We also have looking for new challenge abroad, we're told. Sources close to the gentleman, Andrew Ayew, will still not name which club he's going to. But let's give you a run-up of what the newspapers, as they've been highlighted by My Joy Online. Okay, so here's the Daily Graphic newspaper. Some of the headlines: cracks deepening in NPP over attempt to remove Afoko Agyapong. Story says that moves by the regional executive of the New Patriotic Party to marshal support for the removal of the party's national chairman and general secretary appear to have suffered a setback. Also, there will be justice for NPP regional chairman. That's according to President John Dramani Mahama. He says that justice will be served for the matter of the Upper East regional chairman of the NPP, Alhaji Adams Mahama. Also, NPA freezes opening of new fuel stations. The National Petroleum Authority has suspended the issuance of permits for the construction of new retail outlet for petroleum across the country. We'll check out the Daily Guide. Tsunami in MPP, Afoko Agyapong hots. This angle is that the two national officers of the New Patriotic Party, Paula Foko and Kwabena Agyapong, face a possible vote of no confidence from the rank and file of the party over the handling of affairs in the main opposition party. Police hands Adams' killer. The police in Bolgatanga, the Upper East Regional Capital, are still looking for one of the two persons allegedly mentioned as those who poured a gallon of acid on the region's chairman of the NPP, Adams Mahama, leading to his untimely death. The other headline here is Atta Mills's family bans Rawlings. The family of the late President John Evans Atta Mills appears to be on collision course with former President Jerry John Rawlings over the latter's persistent, uncomplimentary remarks he makes about his former vice president. We know what the finder is reporting in the Business Day, so let's go to the graphic business. Cap lending rates. AGI has taken its fight against exorbitant bank charges in the country to a new level, we're told, by requesting that the Bank of Ghana directs commercial banks not to lend to businesses above a stipulated threshold. How the banks fared in 2014, if you're interested in knowing, or it's all in the Graphic Business newspaper. So this will be some of the newspaper headlines that we're checking out for you. We've got more news here at myjoyonline.com, so you can go there and check it out. So those are the stories, the top headline or front page stories we have, or the topical news stories has featured in the media. But in the meantime, though, please, as you get interactive, you know that we'll be back with a lot more sports. So just stay on. We'll be right back.
Just a cover-up is just an exaggeration because Ghanaians don't want to pay realistic prices for petroleum products.
So you think that this is justifiable even for those who have to buy fuel a lot of the time to power their generators to do their daily work?
Yeah, but that is why I just used a barber to explain to you that a barber would see this decision as a better decision where he will pay 28 pesos in addition, rather than no fuel in the system, where the whole day he won't even get the 16 cedis that he would have gotten. So the only thing the barber is losing is the 28 pesos. And I believe that if you were to go to barb your hair, and they say it used to be 4 cedis, but it's now 4 cedis, 20 pesos, I don't think you are going to cry foul about it.
Some people, including the running mate of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he thinks that government is very uncaring and insensitive to the plight of Ghanaians to have increased petroleum prices by 9% at this time. What do you say to that?
Yes, you see, their mathematics is always distorted, and there's a lot of intellectual dishonesty on it. At the time that we did a decrease of 10%, these same people came out to say that, oh, 10% decrease is not enough, it's very marginal. So if we do the converse, then a 9% increase should also be seen as marginal, because you cannot work your mathematics in just your own favor. But not only Dr. Bawumia, but I thought that I heard Nana Akufo-Addo in Cologne, and I thought that that was an unfortunate situation, because I have done my research, and the Germany in which Nana Akufo-Addo was sitting in, the price of a gallon of petrol is $6. In Ghana, the price of a gallon of petrol is $3.3 per gallon. In UK, it is about 6.6 thereabout. Now, you are sitting in Cologne, and the people you are addressing know very well that if they were to leave you and they go to the filling station, they are going to pay $6 and not 3.3.
But again, the money Ghanaians receive, their salaries cannot be compared to how much these people in Germany receive. If you want to take the cedi depreciation and the value of the cedi into consideration, it is not the same.
We are talking of fuel prices. Fuel pricing is what we call international import parity. So irrespective of the economy, prices are supposed to be about the same. But what is the cost of living in Germany or in UK? That money you get, at the end of the day, your situation is not better than a lower middle class person in Ghana. Okay, so when they exaggerate, because the cost of living in Germany, the cost of living in UK is also very high. And I'm saying, you would buy a $60,000 BMW. That is that price in Germany. How did you buy it in Ghana? When you say that he's receiving more salary than you, but you've been able to buy the facilities that they are having. Now you buy a $60,000 BMW, but you don't want to pay 6 gallons per liter for it.
But how many people are able to buy the BMW you talk about?
But if you look on our...
You're looking at the majority of people.
Yes, so let me go to the majority of the people. The majority of the people in Ghana are living in rural, are living now in the cities. And if you look at the transportation and you go to do your analysis as you go, the number of private cars constitute about 60% to 70% of the total number of cars on our streets. And if you have been traveling, which you know that if you are in UK or in US, the kind of cars we use in Ghana, you can't believe this is Ghana.
So you think Ghanaians are being hypocritical with paying the increment?
Yes, I think when it comes to fuel, Ghanaians are being hypocritical.